Linda Barcz is here taking your plant and garden questions at 270-9933. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a month or so.
Well, you've been traveling,
well,
young man.
too. Anyway,
We're here.
Interesting plant.
This is a little lavender, so the scent is wonderful, and it is shaped like a little Christmas tree, so it's hinting that we're heading that direction. But it makes a great house plant. And then I also have this is actually a rubber tree, a tiny little one that has a very waxy leaf. And it's a little bit narrower than the typical ones. And then that day glow neon, isn't that gorgeous?
That is beautiful.
And then next to that, way early from Valentine's Day, but it's a Chinese evergreen, so that works pretty well as a houseplant. Tougher on the tougher side, but you do need more light with this one to keep the red color.
Okay.
Red Valentine.
And you have a deal for people buying a Christmas tree.
Yes, we do. We actually have, we're a depository for Toys for Tots. So if you bring in a new toy, you get a $10 discount on either artificial or our live Christmas tree.
Good deal. 'Tis the season.
'Tis the season.
Let's go to the phones. We'll start with Linda in Madison. Hi, Linda.
Hi.
Hi.
What's your question?
My question is, you have a Norfolk pine there in the background, it looks like. I want to get one of them, and what's the best potting soil, drainage, and watering to keep them healthy?
Okay, I think the most important thing with that Norfolk pine is some good light exposure, and then you water thoroughly, and then let it dry between waterings. So you don't want it ever sitting in water. And it actually makes a really nice little, if people don't want to have a Christmas tree in their home, a lot of people use Norfolk pines. And as far as the soil mixture, you want something that has like a perlite or some sort of light material mixed with some peat moss and soil. We have a really good, the Barcz Company potting mix I really like. Over the years, we have some very nice material. So that's a good mix to use.
All right, let's go to Kathy in Sauk Prairie. Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Hi, what's your question?
Yeah, I have a peonies bush that I got from a fourth generation, and I planted it 5 years ago, and it don't want to bloom. What did I do wrong?
No, you probably, Kathy, the thing about peonies is you don't want to plant them too deep. But as long as you're getting leaves and it's out in a sunny location, peonies, I've seen them tolerate quite a bit of shade and still flower, but if you're looking for the best flowering, full sun is really good for peonies.
So maybe bring it up a little bit?
As long as the leaves are looking healthy, I would think that plant, and it doesn't develop things like powdery mildew or black spots on them, that plant should eventually flower. They're very reliable. Sometimes if it's been divided and it was a very small piece, it may take, but I would think next year you should definitely
wait it out.
Wait it out.
All right, Betty in Beloit. Hi, Betty, what's your question? Betty, you there?
Yes.
What's your question?
My question is, I have a lilac tree that I would like to preserve. I haven't planted it yet, and I wonder if she has any recommendations for it.
Well, I would suggest that you try to get, if you could do it today, Betty, it's going to get awfully cold, and it's going to start to freeze at night. So if you could get that in the ground, that's the best chance that it's going to survive.
Yeah, they're not going to live in a pot forever.
No, it's not going to live in a pot, and you're going to, if you were going to try to overwinter it, you'd have to still at least put it in a cold frame or something like that. It's best to just get it in the ground. The roots below the soil will be the best. Oh, and I should warn people, you do not have to worry about pruning back roses. We're getting a lot of calls about roses, and if it's a shrub rose, you do not have to cut it back. Hybrid teas, people cut back and then put them in rose cones or mound up soil, but the shrub roses, do not touch them in the fall.
Okay, let's go to Diane in Oregon. Hi, Diane.
Hi.
Hi there.
Hi, what's your question?
Now that the frost has come on the mum plants and the flower itself has been frosted in a green plant, can they be cut back for the fall, for the winter?
If it's a hardy mum and you have new green growth coming at the base, yes, you can cut that back.
All right, let's go to Tiffany now in Reedsburg. Hi, Tiffany. Excuse me. Go ahead.
Hi. I have a string of pearls, and I've been having trouble with it. I just got it probably 6 months ago. I've been having problem with, I think, is root rot, but I know in the winter it goes dormant, and since I've been having trouble keeping it, from dying off, even in the summertime, and I've only been watering it just a little bit. I was wondering, how do I take care of it in the wintertime? Because I know it's supposed to go dormant and you're supposed to water it less.
All right. String of pearls, I believe that's a succulent. I'm not sure that I'm thinking of the same plant as yours, because the one that I'm familiar with that's called string of pearls is a succulent, and it doesn't really, it stays green, and you just don't water as often because we don't have as much sun.
Yeah.
You know, our day length is shortening, so just reduce your watering. If anything, you're better off with a succulent to underwater, because that root rot can be something where you destroy the roots.
Tell me about
plant's
it.
gone.
All right, we're out of time. If you're on the line, stay there. Linda will talk to you off the air. We'll see you next week, and
Very
we'll
good.
be right back. The final check of your forecast.